Gladiator 2. Yes, this review is very late. There's a reason for that, which is that if you guys, I mentioned this before, but I work at a movie theater, so getting out to see movies, uh, something I'm always able to do in a sense. But where I really struggle is the holiday season, like Thanksgiving, Christmas break. They put out so many movies that I don't have the time to watch all of them, and I'm working like 5 to 6 days a week, depending sometimes. So I try, but I ended up having to wait till next week, which I was fine with because I saw Wicked. As long as I saw one of the big movies, that's all I really cared about. And I wasn't in a hurry to see this one because I like Gladiator. And just rewatching it just reminded me that, hey, this movie didn't really hold up as well as I remembered it. It wasn't a bad movie. Still a great movie. But I think this new one is very good. It's not better than the original, but you can't really expect that with this movie. If you were going in expecting a better movie than the original, I'm sorry, you had your expectations a little too high. Denzel was great in this film. Joseph Quinn's great in it. Pedro Pascal. All the acting as performances is great. Or mainly Joseph Quinn, I believe. He's really good because him in this movie, number one, he muscled up a lot for the role, and you feel that in his performance. But then also he's a character that has to convey a lot of emotions through mannerisms, things like that. When he's fighting, and he fights like a fucking animal. He moves like a fucking animal because he's just angry and full of vengeance and hate and has to overcome that to be a real leader by the end of this movie. And it's all really powerful, well done journey. And yeah, some of it we've seen before, right? This is the story of Maximus' son. If you think that, like, I'm tired of I'm tired of sequels and I'm tired of movies not really doing anything new, this really isn't going to be the movie for you. But if you're like, man, I just want to see some really awesome Coliseum battles, some great direction, and great performances, that's all this movie really is here for. It is a very entertaining movie, It's a very well done movie. The fact that this movie is directed by a 90-year-old dude and still comes out this fucking great is pretty impressive. So, I don't know, like, I think this movie's kind of gotten some mixed reviews from certain people. Like, I think majority of people have come out really enjoying it. Like, casual moviegoers from critics, I've heard some mixed things. And I get it. To me, this movie, some of the more negative reviews felt like my reaction to Twisters, where it was like, really, it's just the original again, but worse. In some ways, this movie does fall into those trappings, but I don't necessarily think it was worse. I just think it was just slightly below the first one, but like the first one's right here, so not that much of a downgrade. Still a great fucking movie. Definitely check this one out in the theater. Kind of wish I'd seen it in IMAX, but I also didn't want to pay to go see it in IMAX, and I had multiple movies I need to watch today before I have to go back to work next 5 days. I'm gonna be tired as fuck, guys.